I'm trying to create art that I love and art where I can see myself. I loved comics and animation and video games growing up. I credit my dad with that. He had 2 girls, got us into like video games and comics and all of that. My dad used to draw. He really encouraged me to follow my passions there. Comics and like the animation and stuff that really like helped to kind of inspire me. When I started in college, I actually started in pre-med. After doing a couple years of microbiology, it was very difficult for me to find time to do my art. And my sister actually encouraged me to switch my major. So that's what I did. It was a great thing because it really allowed me to have an outlet to create fantasy art, to create comic art like I loved doing. When I create, I use a composition from a bunch of different images. Figure out like what it is I want to do. I'll do a bunch of thumbnails. Then I usually will put together like a composite like digitally. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get this feel. And from there, I'll do another like final drawing to be like, okay, this is what I want to do. After that, moving into my large pastel works. In a lot of the fantasy art and fantasy movies that I loved growing up, I didn't necessarily see a lot of Black people. I love being able to kind of create that representation and be like, you know what? I'm going to create Medusa, but she's going to be Black. I would love for people to be able to kind of feel the expression that I'm getting out of it. I try to pay a lot of attention to like the eyes, and I try and pay a lot of attention to like just the little nuances that create expression in the face. I always feel like for art, people are coming to it with different experiences. What people get out of my art is valid. Maybe they get more out of it than what I put into it. Maybe they get less, but I hope they can at least kind of see my passion that I'm trying to put into it. If people see my work and they feel like represented, especially if like they love the kind of things like fantasy art and like sci-fi art, and they feel represented and they take that and build on it for their lives and everything, I would love that.